Alright, so I'm going to do a little work on my F250 today. I've got a complaint about how it steers. There's just too much play in the steering wheel. And what I've done is I've gone out and I've bought a Redhead steering box, and we're going to see if that doesn't tighten the steering up in this truck a little bit. So let me show you what that looks like and show you how much play I've got in the steering wheel. Then we'll switch the units out and check it again to see if it tightened up any. So let's take a look at the Redhead. Alright, so here's the steering box that I'm getting ready to put in. It's a Redhead unit, and it cost a little bit more than just a remanufactured, but I'm hoping it's well worth it. You can see the tag attached to it says that the gear was bench tested and double checked for play. There is no play in the steering gear. So I think that's the problem on the one I have on there now, is there's play in this unit. And I'm hoping when I switch it out with this Redhead, the truck will start handling a whole lot better. So let's take a look at the steering wheel and see if we can measure how much play is in the steering wheel before we switch it, and then we'll measure it again once we put this unit in. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a ruler here on the steering wheel. I'm going to line the edge up on this seam, and we're just going to rotate the steering wheel from stop to stop. The truck's turned off, the tires are on the ground, and I'm just taking the play up that's in the steering wheel. So I've got it moved to one side, and I've got it lined up on 0, and then when I move it around, I can get up to 2 inches of play side to side with the truck on the ground and the motor not running. So 2 inches of play on the steering wheel, and we're sawing it back and forth the whole time we're driving. So let's get the steering unit switched out and see how much plays in the steering wheel once the Redhead's in. Alright, so this is the rebuilt O'Reilly's box that I had put in the truck. And we're going to see if we can turn the input shaft and have any play in it before the output shaft starts turning. So yeah, this shaft is a bit easier to turn than the Redhead shaft, and there's a pretty good bit of movement on the input shaft before the before the output shaft starts turning. So I think this is probably going to make a big difference once we get it installed. Okay, so I've got the Redhead box installed, and I'm going to go ahead and pull the play out of the steering wheel the same way we did the original box, and then we're just going to see how much play is in this one. So it looks like about a 1/2 inch of play on this unit, and the unit we took out was 2 inches, so it should be a pretty good improvement. Once I finish getting the box bled out, then we'll take it for a test drive and see how it feels. Alright, well, I've gotten the box completely installed and the power steering unit bled out and taken it for a test drive now, and I am extremely happy with it. Even though in the video I can show you where there was a 1/2 inch of play with the truck turned off, that's not the case whenever you fire the truck up and you're driving down the road. It is 100% tight. The truck responds great, and you can actually hold it in the line now. So very happy with the results of the box, and if I had to do this over again, I would definitely spend the money and go with a Redhead unit over a remanufactured box. When I put the remanufactured box in, it wasn't much better than the wore out box I took out. We did try and do adjustments on it, but just could not get the play out of the steering. So put the Redhead box in, and it's a whole different truck now. So overall, if you want my recommendation and you're looking for a steering box for one of these old 250s, Redhead's the way to go.